I do want to say real quick, thank you to the Renfro family. Brogan Renfro, where are you? All right. Renfro family donated 150 pounds of beef from their farm so that we could eat tonight. So thank you, Renfros, for that. And then as well, we had Billy Sims Barbecue there. You may have noticed just a few signs around with a QR code. You know, I'm the operations guy, so I guess I got to ask for money. But those are just donations. That also goes to our crowdfunding. Some of you, I know our athletes may have given some information about our crowdfunding that helps pay for our gear. You can see our black sweatshirts that we have this year, as well as the sweatpants, some beanies, some tights that we got. That is helping towards that, or those donations are going towards that gear. So we really appreciate anything there. Other than that, I'm going to pass it off to our head coach, Steve Blocker. We're going to go through some senior awards. Seniors, you will come up here when Coach talks a little bit about you for a few minutes, and then we'll wrap up the night. But thank you all for being here.
All right. Hey, thanks to everybody. Thanks to all the parents for coming. It means the world to us as a staff. It's a great day. It's a great day to be a Hornet. Great day for Hornet Track and Field. Anytime we can get on our home turf and compete successfully, I chalk it up as an outstanding day. And I think I got to give the first credit. I know we've been clapping a lot. We're going to continue to clap a little bit more. But the first credit goes to our staff here. This coaching staff, they're unbelievable. So we have a lot of fun together. As a group, we try to keep that family feel, which is why all of you are so important to us. But there's a lot that goes into hosting a home track and field meet. I think, well, Justin, he doesn't do much during the week. No, but he keeps us all somewhat sane. And so when we host meets, and I think we said this to our team quite a bit over the years, but just so that the families know and the parents know that we get a lot of good feedback. By no means do we mean that from a boastful standpoint, but we take pride in hosting meets. We want to win the meet, but when we host the national championship next year in 24 and again in 26, we earn that opportunity, and we earn it because our student athletes and the support that we get. So we put on good meets, and that's really great. Just a quick intro of each of the coaches, and then what we want to do, I'll call up each senior. I'll try to keep my emotions in check as best I can. For those of you who know me, I'm an emotional guy. It's not good. I don't like getting emotional in front of big crowds, but I think I can do it tonight. But I want each coach, each event coach, to talk a little bit about their athletes, because it's been a long time, and maybe in Alyssa Conway's case, it's been a really long time. But they're so special. They have special connections with all of us. I like to have connections with all 115 people on our team, but really it's their event coaches that get them to where they want to be as student athletes. So real quick, I'll start off right over here because I can see him. Is Coach Stambro. He's our head cross country coach. He's done tremendous things with our distance program, and he's going to talk a little bit about Bryce Helton. And so let me roll through the entire staff, and then we'll bring Bryce up first, okay? And Coach Stambro is going to talk a little bit about Bryce. So we got Coach Stambro over here is Justin Hill on his phone, still doing emails. Our director of ops works with Coach Stambro, Coach Stambro's son-in-law, in case no one knew that. But a tremendous assistant coach and does outstanding things for our entire program. Kaylee Eklund works here in town as a personal trainer. Our pole vault coach does tremendous things as well, graduate of Wichita State, but we won't hold that against her. Kelsey Trimble, our throws coach, and man, our throws program's on fire right now. We signed some great recruits, and our throwers have done outstanding these past few weeks, this whole past season. And Kelsey Trimble, a tremendous coach. Payson Maydew, former athlete of ours. He was multiple-time All-American. He's working with our combined events a bit, as well as our jumpers. We've got Shannon over there. He's been helping me with home meets for, I don't even know, since about 2012, I think it was, Shannon. Yep. So I appreciate your help there. And then we got Coach Juwan Johnson, who was a great sprinter for us in his first year as a graduate assistant coach. So that's our staff. Appreciate it. Another round. Feel free to yell at them at any time. They like it. So let me call up Bryce Helton real quick, and then I'm going to turn it over to Coach Stambro to say a few things about Bryce.
You know, when I think of the term Emporia State student athlete, I think of somebody like Bryce Helton. And if I just kind of work in reverse, start with the athlete part, Bryce really overcame a lot of adversity over the last few years in terms of injuries. But he was an important part of the team in terms of contributing points, in terms of contributing to the team environment, and just being positive. Then when I think of student, I think of straight A student, just a tremendous student. And when I think of Emporia State, Bryce went far beyond the typical student in terms of giving his time to Emporia State, being an ambassador, working with the foundation. Just amazing the things he's done in Emporia State, and a great representative of Emporia State. But the most important thing to me is the person that Bryce is. You know, I've one of the finest young people I've ever coached in my coaching career. And there's no doubt in my mind that Bryce Helton is going to be extremely successful in his career. I know he's going to make a lot of money next year too. He already got a job, but I'm extremely proud of Bryce Helton.
A great trivial memory, I guess. People have said I remember random things. Unfortunately, I can't always put it to great use. My first memory of Bryce was at that DMR up at Washburn. And I really didn't know Bryce, but I'm looking at him thinking, man, this guy's got a smooth stride. Surely he has another lap to go in this DMR 800, and he did not. And he was looking pretty strong and ran extremely fast. And all I can do is echo Coach Stambro. He's an outstanding human being, has overcome so much. When we see Bryce coming and we know we need something done, our blood pressure goes down a little bit because he does great things for us. So I appreciate Bryce. Let's go to, what do you got here? First guy, Julian Johnson. Where's he at? So talk about random memories. Julian comes to us just for one season, and he's done outstanding. He had outdoor season of eligibility. I got an email one day and talk about just a miracle from Coach Johnson out at Cal State Stanislaus out in California. And I've known his coach for a while, and I get this email from his coach. He says what a great guy this is, and I had just gotten also an email out of the blue from Julian. And we get emails all the time, but his email stood out. It was so professional and so well written. I thought, I think this kid could be legit based solely off of an email. And boy, has he not disappointed. Ran unattached for us indoors, drove himself to some meets. Tremendous team player, has pushed our quarter milers, has PR'd since he's been at ESU, and has just been a tremendous blessing.
Jasmine Hurley. You know, sometimes when seniors leave, we're like, boy, thank goodness. Random memory again. I remember when Jasmine Hurley came in my office, and she barely said a word. And I thought, all right, this gal's quiet. I like that already. She was a good sprinter out of high school, but she was not great. And I remember thinking, I think this young lady could be a good 400 runner for us. And she has not disappointed. So, sorry, I do apologize. She's just such a fighter. You know, we've had our ups and downs with her, you know, throughout the years. But she's a competitor, and that's the one thing as a coach you just love. You know, she gets the baton, she comes to the workouts, she's ready to go. And it's been such a journey for her development, not only as an athlete, but as a human being. And I couldn't be more happy for her. 5 years, she's done great. I know she's going to do great things in life, and she's doing great on the track. So I couldn't... I guess I'm a little bit sad that she's leaving. But I know she's going to go on to some great things beyond here, so I'm really happy for her. So, Jasmine Hurley. One thing I always notice about Davion, he's always in a good mood, at least when he's around me. I don't know. You know, I let him off that 4x4, and he's always really happy. But I remember when Davion came on his visit as well, and I thought, you know, here's a good young man, very soft-spoken, just good character. And you know, his times out of high school were good as well, you know, like I said about Jasmine, but he is really he's just a fighter. I mean, he comes out, the guy loves hurdling. Sometimes I think he would hurdle every single day if I let him. And I thought, this guy could be a good, you know, maybe he'll run 54 seconds for us on the 400 hurdles, but what's your PR, 53? 53 low. He has exceeded my expectations, and it makes me so proud that he is making the most of his God-given abilities. And another great young man that I know is going to do good things beyond college. He's going to represent our program tremendously, and his season is not done. We're going to get that 52. So, all right, man. Good job. You know, Dee came to us as kind of a manager. Said she wanted to get into sports administration or coaching, and I'm just like, I'm not sure why you want to do that. But, you know, Dee's always real peppy, very, very happy when she's, again, around me. Maybe I see the best of them. I don't know. But she started working out with us a little bit last year and kind of playing with track and field. She really wanted to gain some experience, and she kind of put her life on the line and decided to run the 400 meters for us. And she's just been a really good kind of I refer to her as kind of a player coach. She helps us out off the track with administrative things, and then she helps us out on the track by being a great athlete and pushing herself. So we've had a real special year with Diaja. She's done a great job, so very proud of hers.
Oh man, I don't know how we're ever gonna get another bar put up in practice or a bungee put up. Man. Ooh, this is hard. I have. I truly, when I came in as the vault coach, I inherited you, and I think you were maybe just kind of on the edge of leaving, and I'm so glad you didn't, Braden. Like, lifetime PR, I believe, this year. So, ooh, this is. You can do way bigger and better things than this, but you know, I loved having you. Well, if you don't know, Megan is our current every record we have here in the pole vault. She has broke her own record multiple times and continues to do so. We finally got to Natty's this year. I also inherited this one, and our relationship has just grown and blossomed, and it's been awesome to watch you turn into more of yourself through this sport. So, and I think that's what this is all about. I'm really proud of you, and I can't wait to go to outdoor Natty's.
You know, I still see Braden when he came at my wife Erin when she was coaching pole vault at a pole vault camp that we hosted, and this guy says, "Hey, I run the pole vault and I also run the 4x4," and I thought, well, okay, we like that. You run the 4x4, we'll take you. But yeah, Braden's done tremendous. Megan McManus, the funniest thing, I was joking with Megan. We're at Virginia Beach for Indoor Nationals, and I still have her email that she sent to me with her videos. And I remember watching those videos, and I thought, I think this girl could be good. And I think I've only been right once or twice since, maybe. So that was good. So two tremendous pole vaulters for us there. Kinsey Underwood, Wamego 1. Kinsey, a very, very special young lady, tremendous family. She, you know, suffered such a challenging injury. For those of you that don't know, you know, she had a bad Achilles injury in the heptathlon high jump. And I've told her this probably 100 times. She's tired of hearing me say it. This will be the last time. You know, most people would have given up. They would have quit, you know. But Kinsey, there was never, I don't think, any question that she was just going to come back. You know, and I remember thinking, okay, this is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough thing to do psychologically, mentally, physically. And she's pulled it off. She came back full force. She's done an amazing job for us. She's always kind of debating with me that, well, how do I do good? I didn't do good. She's so hard on herself, but she does tremendous. She helps our team. She helps those around her. She's moving on to med school, not PA school, but med school at University of Kansas. She's a class act, high character, hard worker. As coaches, we have a group of athletes that we always tend to refer to as our reliables. She is definitely one of those reliables. So I'm sad to see her go. Tried hard to keep her here, but I guess med school is moderately important. So that's a great thing. So proud of kids. Rooney. There he is. So the memory I have of Chase, other than his PR and scoring some points at the MIAA championship, was there was a little misnomer when I was recruiting you. I don't know, you probably don't even remember the phone call. And I'm standing in my basement, and I was like, man, I thought this guy was coming here. And this little crummy school, was it St. Mary's? You know, like, we're going to say it that loud. You know, there was some little miscommunication, and someone says, no, Coach, he's going to St. Mary's. And I thought, dude, no way, this guy's going to be good. He has to come to ESU. So I called him that night, and we clarified everything. He committed. The rest has been history. He has scored at every MIAA championship, I believe, that you've been in. And just, I mean, we talk about character. I know that kind of, it comes out a lot, but this young man is of the utmost character. I wanted so hard to try to keep him here because he has another year of eligibility, but I just know he's going to go on to some tremendous things, and I believe already has a job lined up, so he's going to go be a big guy, and I got to let him go. So, but I'm so proud of him. He has run PR 53-1 in the 400-meter hurdles, and he's going to get 52 before this year is open, or before this year is over. But tremendous team leader, tremendous teammate, high character, leads a Bible study, outstanding student. He can do it all, and he's a 400 hurdler, and he is engaged. So, sorry. You know, I got to know Erica a lot through our FCA meetings, and, you know, I keep saying the same thing in terms of high character, but we really have been blessed in terms of the group of seniors that we're sending off. Got to know Erica. She came to us through soccer, so we're really grateful for that round-balled sport that plays out on the pitch or whatever. But you know, I remember Erica. She was playing soccer. I think at one point in time she wasn't sure about her future, where she was going to stay. And I just remember feeling this thought of, you know, this young lady can't leave. Like, you can't leave Emporia State. You know, you belong at ESU. You're a Hornet. And thank God she stayed. Okay, because she's our nanny right now. No, but that's what we think of Erica. Is, you know, we bring her into our home. She's led FCA. She's led SAC. Also battled back from a very tough Achilles injury, but she's just dependable, she's reliable, and I know she is going to go on to some outstanding things because she's finishing up your MBA, right? MBA and what? MSIT, I don't even know what that is. So Erica herself has done tremendous, and I'm excited to see her move on to the next step in her life as well. So good job, Erica. Where's Yusuf? There he is. You know, Yusuf came to us as a walk-on and has just been outstanding in the jumps for us. You know, he's such a hard-working young man, outstanding student, and our HHP major. I know he's working on some research, I think, with Dr. Lubers, actually graduating early, but really kind of came from out of nowhere. Like I said, he walked onto our program. We really didn't know a lot about him, but he has been a true blessing. He's so humble, always helping us. You know, today he's asking me, what can I do to help, Coach? And he can squat, what, 405? Maybe 395. Sorry, that's how much I overestimate you. He's one of the strongest guys on our team, pound for pound, and he just works so hard. And I really am grateful when young athletes come in and they make the most of their talent. And Yusuf has worked extremely hard. And I know, again, he's also going to go on to some great things. He's been tremendous to have in our program, and I'm sad to see him go. Now, I will say that Josh was talking a little trash earlier to Davion about who was going to win in the 100, and Davion won. Sorry, buddy. Just by a little bit. But the reason I start off with that little dig at Josh, you know, he has made the most of his talent. And that we keep talking about our 400 hurdle group. You know, Rooting has put himself into that 400 hurdle group, and he has pushed his teammates and pushed his friends to do some outstanding things. That group has done awesome, and Josh has been a major catalyst as to why that group has really reached their potential. He's a great teammate, a great person, an outstanding student, and I still remember it was freezing cold when you came on your visit. If I remember, we were out at the track, and when he left, I thought, man, that's a good kid right there. I would really love to have him on our team, and thank goodness he came. He's from Nebraska, and I really didn't know that he was going to want to come all this way, but ESU has been a great fit for him, and he is an outstanding academic as well, and I know he's going to do some good things, but I'm very happy to see him move on to the next stage in life. So, good job, Josh. McHugh. First time I remember seeing Maya was she was cruising by at the regional out at John Redmond Reservoir, was it? I think it was. Her senior year in high school, running cross country, and I remember Coach Stambro saying, "You know, this young lady has a little bit of ability. She's got some talent. I think we should get her here." And Maya's come through here. She's fought off some injuries early in her career, and has really done an outstanding job. I've gotten to know Maya very well in the last couple of years, and I think that our relationship has been very special. I've seen her go through some tough challenges, and she's attacked each of those head on. She continues to get faster in her 800 meters from one week to the other, and I think the thing I'm most proud of is the person that she's becoming. And as she attacks some of those challenges that she's facing off the track, her times get better on the track. So she is really gaining strength as a complete package. We might have her for next year, but I think she's going to go into the graduate program. We'll see what she does, but I'm so proud of Maya. There's one point in time I didn't know if she was going to keep running, but she has really persevered and finished out her career, so I'm really proud of Maya McHugh. Number 2. I remember when Hayden came on his visit, such a special young man. Good golly, breathe here. I remember he comes in on a visit, and our football coaches are like, "Hey, we got Hayden Goodpasture on a visit." And I thought, well, holy cow. I'm not really sure who that is, but thanks a lot. He was only one of the best quarter milers in the state. We had a pretty good stable of 400 runners at the moment, and I just hadn't paid much attention. And Hayden showed up. I shook his hand. I said, "This kid is a star, not only on the track but off the track." He's been willing to do every single thing I've asked him to do, whether that be run the 600, run the 400, and that's one of the hardest things you can do as a student athlete is you want to find in track and field a little bit of an identity. And Hayden has kind of gone through those ups and downs, and he's navigated those with perseverance, with class. He's been coachable the entire time. He let me talk him into trying the 400 hurdles. Had a bit of a frustrating injury at MIAA indoors right when he was really starting to settle in and kind of come into his own. But again, we go back to perseverance. I talked with Hayden, and I said, "Hey, as coaches, we harp on how important track and field is. For 4, 5, or in some cases 6 years, it's track, everything. But track is not the only thing in life." And Hayden has handled this adversity spectacularly. He's kept his head down. He's worked very hard. He's made his teammates better, and I think that's a true mark of a champion, is someone who can bring the best out of others, and that has been Hayden Goodpasture. I thought about trying to convince him into coming back next year, but he's in grad school, and he's already got a job offer that wanted him this year. And we were grateful enough to get him back this year. But he's going to do some great things in life, and I'm really excited to keep knowing him and his family far beyond Emporia State. So thanks, Hayden. Okay, Wamigo 2. Victoria has been a very special young lady for us, very special to me. I mentioned Erica has kept an eye on our kids. VP has done that for us numerous times. Victoria's just a class act. She's done the pentathlon, the heptathlon for us. Coming from Wamigo, I was so grateful to get her and Kinsey. I joke around, I call her Wamigo 2, but only because I think Kinsey emailed me first or something like that, So, but we got Wamigo 1 and Wamigo 2. She's going to go on to some great things. She's going to be an occupational therapist. I like to call her a physical therapist all the time, but she's such a fighter, such a competitor. She has been an absolute lovely dream to have on this team. She's got some high expectations as we finish out the remainder of the season and her work cut out for her in the women's heptathlon. But Victoria is a very good all-around athlete, and I see her when she's a competitor, and I know when she gets that fire that she's capable of doing anything. So I'm really excited to see where she goes in life, because she is someone who really has that overachiever ability. And I think she's going to do some great things. So I'm very blessed. She comes from a tremendous family. And I've just been so happy with Victoria over the years. She's so pleasant to have. And I am a little bit sad to see you go. So yeah, but you're going to do great things. Congratulations.
So this is Taylor Millison. She actually doesn't like it when you call her Taylor. She prefers Millie. So, Millie is one of the hardest workers, honestly. Rain or shine, good day, bad day. She is not only the type of athlete, but the type of person that will show up and put in the work. And that is honestly what will set you apart for the rest of your life. You just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And, man, you really do start to... When I got here, there was a small group that they're slowly trickling out, and Millie's one of them. She was one of the originals. What do you kids say, OGs, maybe? Yeah. I try to keep up with it, but it's no use. So, but I am very sad to see her go. But she's gonna do an amazing job. She's gonna be a teacher next year, doing your student teaching in Wichita. Best of luck. You're gonna kill it. So. Hey. Alyssa Conway, she is another one that is leaving me. Oh man, look at that. I met her way back. She came from my high school even, so we're both alumni from Shawnee Heights. Definitely had her ups and downs, but I remember actually my most vivid memory is being down on this field when I first started, and I don't even remember the conversation, but I said, "You have 3 years left," and she said, "Yeah," and I said, "This is going to be fun," and sure as hell, it's been a lot of fun. I tell my throwers all the time that their throw is their art, and I will support your art in whatever direction you want to take it, and she is a true artist when it comes to throwing. And she doesn't admit it, she wouldn't admit it, but she loves the process as much as, if not more than, the progress. She puts in the work every day. You know, she spends hours and hours putting in the work for her art, and we still got several weeks to go, so don't start that yet. Anyway, love her to death. I'm gonna miss her, but she's not gonna get rid of me. I'll follow you around. We'll go do some fun stuff.
Conway wanted to see me cry. Well, she got to see it twice. I blame that on my Italian genetics. It's some sort of emotional defunct thing that skips a generation. I got it. Alyssa Conway, what can I say? We share that emotional ability, right? Yeah. I still remember, don't ask me how or why, I remember seeing Alyssa's javelin. She came to us a javelin thrower out of Shawnee Heights. And I think she threw 136 feet. I want to say somewhere in there. It was like April. And I saw it on Mile Split, and I thought, holy cow, we have a girl from Shawnee Heights that's throwing 136 feet. I got to call her. And I think somewhere in there you had either emailed me or something. You had just reached out. We just kind of missed one another. And I can still remember sitting in my old house and calling Alyssa and thinking, this is awesome. This is going to be great. This girl's going to be so special. Funnily enough, she doesn't throw the javelin. She throws a hammer. She's got the school record in the hammer. One of my favorite things, I was no great athlete when I competed, but I keep talking about the athletes that push themselves and they make the most of their talent, because I've always believed that, money can't buy your mark, okay? But your mark is your mark in track and field. No matter what you do, no matter what you pay, no matter how much money you earn, you'll always take with you that mark. Whatever you have when you leave here, that's it. And she has made the most of her talent with a tremendous mark. School record, 2-time national qualifier, 3-time, and about to be All-American. And honestly, if she gets All-American, I'll be happy. But I couldn't be more proud of who she is and what she's accomplished up to this point. Trophies are nice. We all want those. We want points. We want to win. But what I want to see is people make the most of what they've been given. And Alyssa has embodied that. Some days I have to kick her out of the weight room. Okay? And she can officially outlift me. Not that that's saying much. But I'm so proud. I'm so happy for her. It's been a great 6 years. She has overcome so much. And we're not done yet. Okay? All right. One more.